What do you get when you take people dedicated to their craft, going through leaps and bounds, acting on their plan of action even in the midst of adversity? You get a heartfelt story so organic and becoming so genuine, which forces you to be a part of their moment, joining these experiences as if you were a part of them. These are stories of people, just like you and I, reflecting from within on how they've used adversity to catapult their lifestyle, their vision, and their goals to becoming successful. Here at the Stories to Savor Network, we welcome you to this wonderful, heartfelt show entitled Reflections from Inside. So the next time you go through trials and tribulations, or having self-doubt, consider to let the stories resonate with you in hopes to inspire you to believe that you can do whatever you set your mind to do.
Welcome back. We're talking to Darnell Reed, owner of Luella's Southern Kitchen, and now new owner of Luella's Gospel Bird.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this new restaurant.
Okay, so the new restaurant, well, first of all, the new restaurant itself, it's a fried chicken concept.
Okay.
The reason we named it Gospel Bird is because there's a guy, he's an author, his name is, he's a culinary historian. His name is Adrian Miller, and I've been reading his books. And one of his books was about the history of soul food, and he spoke about how the term gospel bird used to be used as like a slang word for fried chicken.
Okay.
And the reason it was because fried chicken was kind of, it wasn't the way we eat it now every day, all day, every day.
It was like a Sunday treat?
Yeah, it was a special occasion meal. It was served on Sundays. It was served in the church and different things like that. So it got the term gospel bird and also Sunday cluck.
Wow.
So I actually reached out to him and I told him, I told him, I was like, hey, you know what? I want to open a restaurant, but I think the name Gospel Bird would sound great as the name of a restaurant. And he's like, let me know how it goes. So then when we actually opened the restaurant, I reached out to him again and I told him, hey, the restaurant will be, when we confirmed the restaurant, in a few months, we'll be having this restaurant opening up, Gospel Bird, and I'm using your name with, because I did an interview with like Eater magazine. So I'm using your name when I speak to them to let them know that that name was inspired by reading your book. So he was happy about it, and he's happy that people actually really read his book, because we do. And but then he's happy that it inspired someone.
Yeah.
So the concept in Gospel Bird is smaller than Luella's Southern Kitchen.
Okay.
It's only 800 square feet, and we focus on the chicken. So we have fried chicken, we serve jerk chicken, then we have a chicken that we call the Gospel. And the one that's called the Gospel is still the buttermilk fried chicken, our traditional buttermilk fried chicken, but we serve it with the Creole sauce. And that one, that one actually came about because in Luella's, we make shrimp and grits a lot in Luella's, and there's always a lot of sauce available from shrimp and grits from making it all day.
Yeah.
And we used to dip our fried chicken in there and eat it.
Oh,
so it was like, hey, you know what? This will be a nice concept. So we make a sauce that it's not exactly the same sauce, but it's very similar to the sauce that comes with the shrimp and grits.
So that's kind of unique to you then, right? You didn't pick it up from somewhere else.
Yeah, it made me think, like, I can't believe that no one thought to put this sauce on this fried chicken.
Right.
Yeah, because the sauce, if you go to Louisiana, you find that sauce everywhere. It's the sauce that they put on the barbecue shrimp.
Okay.
But you don't find it on fried chicken.
That's like the best creations, though, the ones you aren't really trying to formulate, right? They just kind of come about. Your taste buds don't lie.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a while on fried chicken, on chicken tenders, on everything. We put that sauce on the chicken, and it was good. So we went with it. And we all, like I said, the concept is small. It's just those chickens, and then we serve some sides. We have candy yams, mac and cheese, biscuits, collard greens, and then we have a dessert. And that's the menu.
And tell us where you put the restaurant. Where is it located?
Luella's Gospel Bird is on Armitage and Damon, so it's in Bucktown.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Bucktown. We do offer brunch as well, a couple of other different items, but for the most part, Monday through Friday, that's the menu that we offer.
Any thought of possibly opening up a third? In the name of grandma or mom.
Yeah, right. I'm going to have to start using their names for sure, because but I do have ideas. I have a lot of ideas. You just have to have the funding behind it as well. But I have ideas for, obviously we have Southern Kitchen, then we have Gospel Bird, which is a fried chicken concept. I would love to have like a sandwich spot at some point.
Wow.
I would love to have a Southern pie shop, which I thought would be a great idea as well.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Like if we had
like
a pie
dessert.
shop. Yeah, something like that. And then also, because a lot of people confuse Southern with soul,
Okay.
I would like to have a soul food restaurant. So it's like, it just
Yeah.
depends. I'm going to pace myself and we'll see. And then other than that, I have one other idea that I haven't shared much, and I probably still, it's like I have an idea up my
little
sleeve.
secret.
Yeah, that we can really do some things that haven't been done yet as far as Southern cuisine goes,
Yeah.
or soul. So, but yeah, we do have ideas of expanding, and I'm pretty sure we will. It's just about, pacing ourselves,
and
because like I said,
opportunity,
now
yeah.
I have 2 restaurants, I have 2 kids, and it's kind of the ongoing joke as well, because we opened Luella's, and a week later I had Jazani. Then we opened, we planned to open Gospel Bird, and then before Gospel Bird opened, I have Janessa, which is, I have my
So
second
every
kid.
time you have a
it's
restaurant, you have a
yeah,
kid.
yeah. So if I have 10 restaurants, I'm gonna have 10 kids, I
You've
guess.
got more coming.
Yeah. So that's kind of what people have been telling me, like, well, if you open a restaurant, you got to continue the
Another
tradition.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems to be your good luck charm, because you're
Yeah.
having quite a bit of success.
Yeah.
Right?
So, but we do have plans, and we'll see where that takes us if it
Have
works
you
out.
ever thought of hiring someone to kind of oversee the restaurants and go back into the corporate world, go back to work for Hilton, and kind of juggle both those tasks at the same time?
Well, it's been brought up to me before by different people at different times, and I kind of felt that, hey, you know what? I think if I step away from the restaurant, and while it is intriguing, like to have a hotel salary versus owning the business, I just always think back to, well, what's going to happen to my restaurant?
Okay.
But then on the other hand, I have an idea that maybe if it was still about expansion, and it could be a Luella's Southern Kitchen in one of the restaurants, or Luella's anything,
Okay.
or Luella's Beignet and Coffee, or something.
Yeah,
If it was,
yeah.
then I would probably entertain it more, because it'd still be about expanding our brand.
So it wouldn't be, you don't want to transition and lose your kitchen. As any good chef, sometimes if you own a restaurant, you might make a different decision. But if you're also the person who helped prepare the menu, and you're going to lose a little bit of control
Yeah.
over that, and possibly quality and taste. And
Yeah.
you've built this huge fan base around what you've created. So the best way for you to be able to do both is to get Luella's into a hotel chain.
Yeah, to try to get it
Right?
into one of those or something like that, which would be great, because that's where I started. So hotels are
Yeah.
where I started, and I guess at that point it'd be where I started, and probably where I would continue. Who knows?
Hilton,
So
it's coming for you.
yeah, yeah,
Let's get you in there. I think that would be great, because there's a lot of really good restaurants, I think, inside hotels. Sometimes I'll go to a hotel just for the executive chef that's working there. So
True,
why
true.
not, put a Luella's in there?
one comes to mind for me whenever I visit Louisiana. I have to go to the Hilton Riverside, and I eat at Drago's for the
Okay.
char grilled oysters. Always. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So is there anything else that you want to share with us just about your experience? Any final thoughts?
Not only final thoughts is just thank you guys for having me, and
Always.
and as I mentioned throughout, I thank everyone for the support, people who have supported the restaurant over the years, and also I would say even thanks to the naysayers as well, because they help motivate you as well. So it's like, thank you to people who felt that it wouldn't work, or who knows, maybe without them it probably wouldn't have worked.
Right,
Like
right.
without people telling you, because it puts that in your mind,
They're like that
hey,
match that lit
yeah,
the fire for
yeah,
you.
it's kind of the
Yeah.
what if, like what if they're right? Like no, they can't be right. So
Right.
then it makes you, So yeah, thank you to basically everyone.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad that you're here. We featured your restaurant on our partner show, our sister show, Dinner, Brunch, and Dessert. So we're able to see kind of the cuisine that you made at Luella's, and now we have your story. So
Yeah,
thank
thank
you
you.
for joining us.
Thank you, appreciate it.
We appreciate you being here. This is another episode of Reflections from Inside. I'm your host, Robynn Roxx, and you're watching the Stories to Savor Network. On the next episode of Reflections from Inside.
Hello, hello. My name is Morgan Field, and I am the author of Epic Sexy You.
She's an intuitive life coach and a public speaker, recently featured in a TEDx talk.
Give yourself permission to tune into your heart and ask yourself what you want, and give yourself permission to dream big.
She wrote a 6-time award-winning book that is not only an Amazon bestseller, but has sparked a global movement in 18 countries and counting.
It's me! Yeah!
It brings me great pleasure to welcome my next guest, Morgan Field.
You are watching Reflections from Inside on the Stories to Savor Network.